Magic the Gathering, Spider-Man collaboration, round 3. This time, Agent Anti-Venom. Let's talk about it on the other side. What's up, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again. We're here for round 3 of Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collaboration. This time we're taking a look at Agent Anti-Venom. And I can't tell you if this is Flash Thompson, if it's supposed to be Flash Thompson. I'm almost positive it is. But I've already peeped the card that you can see in the packaging to see if there's any indicator of it, of who the identity of Anti-Venom is. And I can only assume it is Flash. There is no indicator at all on the card. So, and there are no head sculpts showing Flash. So this is what we get. Anyhow, you see the everything we get in the packaging, including the figure and the accessories. I see some blast effects and whiffs of smoke, and they're curiously a transparent, a lime kind of green. But when we open it up, we will see and get a closer look. We've got the logo at the top. We've got some nice artwork of Anti-Venom there on one side, and a thumbnail of the same artwork on the other. And on the rear, we have the 4 figures that are in this inaugural series of Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collaboration figures. And we've already checked out Mary Jane Watson as Iron Spider, and most recently Man-Wolf. So we're going to check out our boy, I'm assuming Flash Thompson, aka Agent Anti-Venom. Before we get started, I want you guys to take note of the backdrop. If you've been rocking with me, you know I'm always trying to have some type of background going on, at least by the end of the video. This time, you see, we've got this backdrop here, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because I have a confession. The first two offerings from Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collabo, Iron Spider and Man-Wolf, I didn't even bother to look at the backdrops in the packaging. I glanced when I was pulling the figure out of this, and I saw the backdrop, and I pulled it out, and I was like, that's interesting. And I should have done that with the other 2. I still haven't looked at those 2 to see what they look like, but I'm quite sure that they're nice. So you get any of these, make sure you pull out the backdrop so you can see what's going on, because I won't even lie, this is dope. Anyway, we've got Agent Anti-Venom out of the packaging, as you can see, and of course we're going to go over the accessories, and we'll start with his additional hands. He came with another set of fists molded in white, and got the black paint on the paint patches on the outside of the hands. His second set of hands are these claw-like graspers. Same deal with the black patches. So we've got that, and then now we're going to get to something that I didn't expect. I won't even lie to you, but I will do it like this for you guys. In terms of his weapons, we didn't get 1 or even just 3. No. We got, oh, I just dropped one, but here it is anyway. A grand total of 5 weapons. I've got one hidden here, back there, but we get 5 weapons to go with Agent Anti-Venom. And unfortunately, in terms of blast effects, the fortunate thing is that we actually got blast effects. It's unfortunate that we didn't get enough to cover all 5 weapons. But what we did get were these 2 blast effects, a smaller one and a larger one. Let me get it closer up so you guys can kind of sort of see. I think I can do that. It's real difficult because they're translucent green. But we get 2 of those, and we also get 2 green whiffs of smoke. You can actually see those better than you can see the blast effects. Now, why they're green, I couldn't tell you, because as I've stated previously, I'm not versed in this particular area. So I can't tell you what they're. If you know what they're about, let the rest of us know down below. The final piece to the accessory puzzle is tendrils that clip on to the figure's back. We've seen similar before, and I think they go this way. I think when you apply them, you'll have to put them on this way. It may not matter, but I think they'll go this way because I believe this tendril right here is going to come over Anti-Venom's left shoulder. But we'll see when the time comes. So that's what we got in terms of accessories. And of course, we get the card, the exclusive card, as they say. And I'll read this one as well. Anti-Venom, horrifying healer, legendary creature, symbiote hero. When Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters on him. I still don't know what I'm talking about. 5 out of 5. Be that as it may, let's take a look at Anti-Venom and see what we got going on. Obviously, molded in basically all white. That's what the mold is sculpted in. It's basically all white. We've got black. We've got some silver in there, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, we've got, you see what's going on with the head, the lenses, black. And then we've got the spider logo or symbol. Mine's is pretty nice. No imperfections in terms of the paint being jacked up. So I gotta love that. And speaking of paint, looking down below where they separate, I want to see if they, and yeah, so that's cool. They carried the paint all the way through, so if you happen to lean your figure back, there won't be a gap in paint, so that's cool. We've got the black going around the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are spiky, by the way, as well as the forearms, spiky. The elbows, spiky. We've got black down there. We already went through it with the patches on the rear. The spider emblem still looks pretty nice and follows through. And it connects via the first set of arms to the front. We've got nice line work here. That's not black. It's actually silver. The line work going on the biceps there, as well as down here on the thighs where he's got one holster. And then how it's affixed, we've got like a dull kind of silk. It's gray, but there's sparkly is going on in there, so that's pretty nice. And then of course the buckles are painted silver, and we've got another set of straps on his right leg. Nothing is affixed to the straps. It's just there to, I guess, be consistent with what's going on the left side. The belt, pretty nice. It's like a grayish type of color and a graphite gray for the buckle. Looks pretty nice. We've got a bunch of pouches, and they all have dabs of silver paint for the buckles. So that's pretty nice too. And even on the rear. So yeah, that's not bad at all. You get down our thighs and calves, or not thighs, but calves and shins is what I meant to say. Spiky. And then we've got the boots going on, and yeah, pretty nice indeed. His articulation, his head is on a dumbbell, so that's how far up you're gonna go, and that's how far down he can look. He can get you some tilt, some decent tilt, and of course he can 360 it. His spiky shoulder pads are connected to the arms. So keep that in mind. You can get the T-pose. You can swing 360, and you see how there's no impeding because of the spiky shoulder pads. He does not have butterfly joints, so this is the furthest he can draw back. And despite not having any butterfly joints, he gets closer than most get that don't have butterfly joints. So that's pretty good. He's got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swiveling wrists, and they're both trigger hands, and they both hinge vertically on both sides. He's got a diaphragm, and it looks as though Hasbro may have solved the whole diaphragm can't crunch forward issue. And it's as simple as they have the chest part, the upper torso, poking out a little bit. So because of that, now that's not crazy much, but it's a whole lot more than we have ever gotten before from a diaphragm. So that's something. But here's the caveat. Let me swing his arm forward so you can see. They solved crunching forward, but now the back is affected. It won't go that far back. So I guess the bottom line is we have to pick our poison, huh? You can, of course, rock side to side, and you're going to get your rotation at that diaphragm. There's nothing going on at the waist at all. Splits, pretty decent. He can kick forward 90, go back, pretty decent for going back. He's got the thigh cut. It's hidden by the holster straps, double jointed knees. He has nothing going on around the boot or calf area, but that's been a modern current issue. As far as his articulation down below, he can only get his foot this far forward. That's because of the, what we got here that's shielding the foot. So it's impeding going further back, and you're not going to get much going up either. You do get your ankle pivot, but it's being impeded by this little thing too, and you do have holes at the bottom of the feet. So that is our articulation scheme for Agent Anti-Venom. And now putting his tendrils on his back, there is the hole back there, and I'm going to try putting it on the way how I suggested, with the one tendril that comes over, and I think that was an accurate assessment because that's how it goes down, how it looks from the back. So you could see that going on right there, and you see how they're all positioned, especially this tendril. This one looks almost like fingers, but they're all positioned in ways that they can grip his firearms, and I will grip them, but I'm not going to do that for you guys to see because it'll probably take forever for me to get them to stay on. So when next we come back, he'll be loaded out. So here he is with all of his weapons, and you see I've got the whiffs of smoke on his right side. We're looking at it on the left, of course, and well, you can't really see the bottom one. I've got that. That's cut out of the screen, but there's a whiff of smoke coming out of that lower weapon on his right side, and you see the two blast effects on his left side. And I double checked the packaging to make sure that I did indeed put the tendrils on right side up, and I did. The reason I brought that up is because our tendrils on the right side, they all really are kind of like facing down, but they're really facing down on the right side. That's the reason why I have the whiffs of smoke there, to try to suggest that AV already let a couple off on that side. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what that is, but still looks pretty cool. It would have been nice if the tendrils had some form of bendy wire in them, but it is what it is. I pulled out the previous versions of Anti-Venom from Marvel Legends. On our right, we have Anti-Venom. There was no agent in front of the name. That was from the Hobgoblin wave. I can't recall what year that was. On our left is Agent Anti-Venom. That was in 2019 is when this came out. It was a fan channel exclusive. Basically, all this was, it was a repaint of Agent Venom. The black, the black and white, not the white and black like this is. It was just a repaint of that. And when that first Venom came out, I mean, people were going crazy. But you have to give flowers because it was, for the time. This guy still had the ball jointed hips. The articulation was not all that at all. You see how I've got him posed. That sidearm that's holstered, that was sculpted in. He can't pull it out. Hasbro was notorious for doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if they still do it. We just haven't had any characters that have been in need of that. As far as my recollection goes, then if there are any characters of recent note, like the past couple years, that have had sculpted in sidearms into the holsters, let me know down below. But this guy, he came with the 4 weapons, and of course he came with the tendrils. His tendrils are different from the Magic the Gathering version's tendrils. And we got 4 weapons. We got 5 here. We got 5 here, and the 5 are all loose and can be utilized. We got 4.5 with the first one because one of the weapons is sculpted in, and the figure can't do anything with it. And here's Anti-Venom with the 2 previous characters that I've reviewed in this line, this Magic the Gathering Spider-Man line of figures there. We've got to our left, Man-Wolf, and bringing up the rear, we've got Mary Jane Watson, aka Iron Spider. Oh, and on another note too, 2 things. You can get the tendrils that tend to have the weapons pointing downward. You can actually rest them along some of the spikes on Venom's, Anti-Venom's forearms, and they actually help keep them up so that they can at least look like they're firing straight ahead. And another thing too, speaking of firing, Anti-Venom's sidearm, the one that goes in that holster, does not have a porthole, so you won't be able to put any blast effects there. And so there it is, number 3, round 3 of the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collaboration set of figures. Looking at Agent Anti-Venom, and definitely the design is nice. I'm really loving it. I love the addition of the silver highlights to the straps and the belt, and the dabs of silver paint for the snaps on his pouches. Coming with the 5 weapons is just straight banging, and having the 2 blasts and the 2 whiffs. At first, I had said about it would be nice if we had 4 and 4, but this is cool because it looks like he's shot some off and is firing some currently. It's unfortunate that his side weapon doesn't have a port to be able to do anything with, but that's probably by design because we only got 2 and 2, and he did come with an odd number, meaning 5. The spikes are all that, and they actually are functional because you can use them to manipulate the tendrils. As you could see, I've got the upper left one hanging on, being, being held up by the tendrils, so it's firing high. And on the right side, I've got a tendril. Remember, both rights face downward naturally, and I've got them hanging on a tendril. So one of them, the one that has the blast effect, is firing more or less straight ahead. So that's pretty cool too. It's enough of a change from the previous anti-venom to make this one distinct and unique in its own right. So that's also a good thing. Another great thing is, you see it, I'm ending the video with the backdrop. That backdrop is all of that, and I suspect that the two from the previous figures are equally as nice, and I now regret not having looked at them. I probably could have had a nice ending scene for those videos, but it is what it is. We got it this time. And also let me know what you think about that backdrop, as well as the figure as a whole. This line of figures as a whole, let me know down below in the comment section. Also like, share, subscribe while you are down there. Help my algorithm, please. On that note, thanks for rocking with me. Agent Anti-Venom, looking pretty good there. I'll talk to you later. Peace.